Welcome to this live broadcast being recorded. You might be seeing this anytime, but it is 9 a.m. in San Diego. That is the time when we start this love morning, and it is time when I make up a song. Sitting right here in my underwear, not much to care about. If you got gratitude in your life, well, here's when we shout. Everybody's got good things that they can share. I already run about my underwear. And what's your thing that you want to share with us? It's not on the TV, so you can cuss. Welcome to Love Morning. Welcome to Love Morning. Welcome to Love Morning now. Good morning. Hi, I'm John Halcyon. This is Love Morning. I am feeling already ripe with gratitude and love ambassadorship. Oh, thank you for letting me know the mic was not front. So even though that song was one of my better ones, it was not sung into the microphone. Thank you for the heads up, Gerbot. This should be better, although maybe not. I should check my settings. Yes, we're good. Okay. I was a few minutes late today because I had a few things happen in my morning routine. One of which I was, well, first I'll say the most recent one is my beloved is leaving town today until next Tuesday. And so we wanted to have a little just cuddle time before our paths split. So up until the very last minute, I was lying in bed, holding my beautiful partner and just reconnecting and filling up my well. So that was really beautiful. So thanks for your understanding and your patience. And the other thing that happened this morning, I will share momentarily. But first, hello, Kiri. Hello, Juan. Hello, Razorblade. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see you and start our days together. Hopefully share a little gratitude and maybe some thoughts about what we are hoping for this day, who we want to be today. So I will share my, I walked again today. Did I meditate? I did not meditate. Okay, so I can still meditate later. I didn't meditate, but I did stretch and do my physical therapy. And then I went on a little walk run. And when I was walk running, I try to say hello to everyone I pass. And it's just a well-balanced part of my breakfast. Since I don't eat a breakfast, I just have coffee. Yes, I'm having coffee. And then to start the day, breaking some of my patterns of being inward and screen-based and head up, connecting with the people. Good morning, good morning. And ironically, one person that I did not, I think I just waved, and then they said, Johnston. And it was a guy I went to high school with. He was a year above me, and he was walking his dog. And we ended up just chatting for 15 minutes. And it was such a beautiful experience. You know, this like catching up, sharing where we're at. I told him about this and you and gratitude, and he shared how he's been using gratitude. We talked about people that we knew in common. He's got, a high school student child, and we talked about the things that we wish we were better at educating young people. What were the things he said? One was life isn't fair, and the other is aging is real. Like your body falls apart. To which I added, and death is real. Like I think that a lot of the decisions that people make and a lot of the choices in terms of industry happen because we pretend that we don't die. So we try to build wealth in a realm that doesn't last. When what we should be doing, and I shared this a little bit of this with my friend this morning, that we should try to build a abundance, an affluence of goodwill and positive impact. And if you know that majority of people on their deathbed say, I wish I would have told people I loved them more. I wish I would have spent less time at the office. What if we made that a clear part of the upbringing of humanity or Western culture? I think we'd make different decisions. Which relates to this video I talked about yesterday with Daniel Schockenberger, about what was required for societal values and choices to avoid extinction. Oh, good morning, Bill. Good morning. Good to see you. Good morning, Nick. Nick says, I am grateful that I am part of the group. Isn't belonging just the best? Kiri says, I am grateful for discomfort and the ability to hold myself in my awareness of my shortcomings compassionately. Gratefully, I can move my body. Grateful that moving my body heals me. I love that. Yes. And related to something that my friend mentioned that I saw on the street. Let's say my friend, like we'd never hung out growing up. We just went to the same high school. He was a year above me, like I said. That's kind of the neat things about as you age, just like sharing the same high school is a pretty significant bond. Same era, same values in the neighborhood, that kind of thing. Anyway, he had shared one of his things he learned through his Buddhist studies recently is just get out. Get out of your head, get out of your thoughts, and get out of the house. And those two directives, notice when you're in your head and just try to get out of your head, and notice when you are cooped up and get outside, get into the world, experience the world, use your body. And I like that. And it is definitely something that I would like to be working on. More and more, I'm believing that the magic of our lives happens when we are out in the world. I say that as someone who spends the vast majority of my time in front of a computer. So do what I say, not what I do. But I say that as someone who is trying to work on that in myself and trying to recognize that interaction this morning, the tree that you pass, the being out, get out into it. The magical collisions don't happen, especially when the things that are exposed to me, the new things that are exposed to me through my screens are algorithm based. And that algorithm, its incentive is not to enlighten me or fill me with self-love. Its objective is to rile me into addiction to it. So I was thinking this morning that maybe I will try to make a habit of walking around the block a few times a day, because I'm very close to a bunch of restaurants and shops are. So coffee shops, like I should just walk around or maybe even go to the coffee shop. And I don't really want to get in the habit of buying $5 coffees, but anyway, something, get out. Good morning, Joyous. Joyous says, feeling the same thing as Kiri. Kiwi also said, stop pretending you're not going to die and go live your best damn life. Yeah. Drop in and get out. Yeah. I like that. Juan says, I love waving and giving thumbs up to people all day while driving my garage truck. Kids love garbage trucks. Kids love garbage trucks. That's the best part of my every day. That's so sweet. Good morning, Victoria. Good morning. Good morning, Nika. Does anyone else have something that they're feeling grateful for that they would like to share? Or something that happened to them that was a connecting moment in the last, I don't know, day, year? I am grateful for, how can I say this experience? I'm grateful that the house is starting to get put back together. I've been putting the plants back. As I said, I'm scared to put anything in the walls, but I'll get over it. Razor Blade is grateful for her electric blanket on this chilly morning. Joyous is grateful to be out. Grateful. Love truly wins more than fear, and grateful to keep leaning in. I'm grateful for a little interaction I had this morning with Lisa where I asked her a question, and how can I say this without any of the details? I softened my description because I thought it would be less likely to make her upset. And she noticed, she's like, well, this sounds like more like this. And it's like, you're totally right. I didn't even think about it. I just kind of massaged the wording to try to diminish the chance of it being potentially taken negatively. And I'm so grateful that she was able to notice it, speak it to me. I could hear it. And I told her, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful, so appreciate your ability to help me see that and to be a partner in my growth and my self-awareness, instead of being angry at me for, hiding the truth. And building that trust that, look, there's not an answer that is wrong. I saw a quote yesterday where someone says, let's say you have an affair, that's not what we're talking about. There's no infidelity or anything like that. But this example was, he says, let's say you have an affair, or you meet someone and you want to sleep with them. You lie to your partner. People say it's because I'm protecting them, or I don't want to upset them. And he goes, no, it's not it. What you really do is you want to protect yourself from your discomfort that you will feel from the emotions that they feel. What you need to have happen is own your feelings and allow them their feelings, and own the consequences or the results. So you say, hey, honey, I just met this person in the office. I'm really attracted to them. I would like to sleep with them. And the husband would be like, well, I wish you well. I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who would do that, but best of luck. Instead, having a lie that then does damage, in deep damage, that is not a protection. Curie is grateful for embodiment work. Grateful to be in a place in my life where I can lead others back into their own bodies as well. Is that what you mean by embodiment work? Meaning somatic practices? And if you care to give an extra description of what embodiment work means, I would love to hear it. Brandy says, I'm grateful I made it. We're glad to see you. And if you're watching this recording, well, hello. Glad that you're here as well. What are you grateful for? Brandy's also grateful that I got some stinky furniture out of my apartment. I thought, at first I read that you got some stinky furniture. I was like, oh, strange. Oh, got it out of your apartment. Nice. Nika is grateful to be off work after 5 long days and reconnect with an awesome friend. Yay. Speaking of which, I am grateful that a week from today, my friend Scott is going to come to town. I get to spend some time with him. I've known him since junior high. We've had a lot of adventures and different life chapters together. So super stoked to see Scott next week. I'm also grateful that Next Wednesday is my brother's birthday. And in case you are constructing an elaborate surprise party for me, my birthday is May 28th. Victoria, good morning, good morning, good morning. Victoria is grateful for the plumbing that's just been finished. Woo-ha! Had to rip up the driveway, but it's all back in place now. What a relief. Grateful to be able to walk downtown and get a haircut, get new glasses, plant some more flowers. Man, that's a joyous day. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Brandy is grateful for the often painful commitment to honesty and for longer term effects of that honesty. That's it. That's the sticker: be present, have integrity, align with love. It's the one that helps me to be like, don't try to control the future. Commit to the truth, commit to be integrity, and then trust that the long-term effects of that are going to be beneficial to you, to your truth, to your ability to be in alignment and peace. Gerbot sharing, when I make right turns on my electric unicycle, I signal with my left hand, which people often take as me waving. Nice. Happened yesterday at work when a person who had been antagonistic to me thought I was waving to them, so they waved back. Look at that. The universe is looking out for you. An accidental peace offering. Penny's grateful for grilled cheese sandwiches, but I wish they weren't as fattening. Man, grilled cheese is such a comfort food to me. Or like sometimes when I go to Mexican food, I'll get a burrito and a cheese quesadilla. And when they make them at the restaurants down in Southern California, Mexican food, the quesadillas are like half a block of cheese. It's so much cheese. And so like if I love it, but it's like we got Mexican last night actually, and I had the thought of what will be the consequences of this? I want it so bad. What will be the consequences? I will be lactose gassy for my last night with Lisa for a while. So let's not do that. Gearbot saying that his turn lane was, wait, which way do you do it? The right, accidental way to make some minor amends. Yeah, I mean, hey, maybe that's what AI will do in the future. It will accidentally make peace with people for you. I want that app, that chatbot. Good morning, Angela. Angela is grateful for these morning sessions and thanking me for years of this effort and small service to humanity. Thank you. It is a important part of my practice. It helps my brain to work in a way that I find most pleasant. Connection and gratitude, and then establishing, how do I want to be in the world? Okay, I want to be a love ambassador. I want to be friendly. I want to be kind. I want to be good at listening. Okay, that's what I'm going to be today. And so this practice is super helpful for me. And hearing other people's gratitude, it's just like, it's like I feel this like energy battery. All right. Because I don't know, man. Social media, like, I was noticing how I wrote a thing recently about how social media is so disconnecting, and that I'm looking for other ways to change the way I use social media. And someone pointed out, well, why don't you comment more on other people's posts? And I was like, that's a good point. I usually post things and enjoy the comments and interaction that way, but I don't spend as much time writing on other people's posts. And since then, I've been noticing I don't see very many people's posts. I see ad, sponsored, follow this person. It's like it's not my friends. Rarely do I see friend stuff. I was even thinking this morning, we need to build a new social media site. that is not advertising based, that you pay a membership. And sure, there's scholarships for people, but it's not driven by the same market pressures and the same algorithmic pressures. But as someone who tried to start a social media site called AnyBeat as a Facebook competitor 15 years ago, 12 years ago, I know how difficult it is. Bill says, what kind of cheese though? Well, I don't know whose it is, but it's nacho cheese. Janet, good morning. Janet is grateful for productive days and being in the flow. Nice. I had a really productive day yesterday, and I'm hoping for another one today. I told you this. I'm feeling inspired. I don't know exactly where it's going to land. Oh, I did actually. I'd mentioned I'm going to a retreat in 2 weeks. It's the event that I met Lisa at a year ago. And I submitted a proposal. So I'm going to be giving a talk there or a workshop on gratitude. So this is a big deal for me. I haven't done an in-person workshop since January when I did the 11 Ambassador meetup. Anybody here who was there? Oh yeah, Gerbot was there. Yeah. So that was a day and a half event. This is just going to be a 1 hour workshop, but for big deal for me to be engaging again in that role. Brandy is grateful for having learned so many young lessons by a youngest age and have the rest of my life to live them. I used to think, never mind. I'll address that another day. I felt like because of the internet, psychedelics, and Burning Man, I learned a lot of big ideas, mind-opening things before most people. And now those ideas are far more prevalent. We have you can scroll endlessly and have TikToks and Instagram coaches sharing all sorts of beautiful regurgitated Alan Watts and personal growth stuff, but there was a time when that was, if I shared Alan Watts stuff with people, they were like, whoa. So, but now I feel like, I don't have that same head start anymore, which is great for the world, but sometimes makes me wonder what I should do now. Nika says, I love how you talk about Lisa like she's this magical princess. It's so sweet and endearing. Well, I don't know what kingdom she's from, but she's absolutely a magical princess. Yeah, I'm so in love with her. I admire her. She told me, I think I can share this. She had to have a meeting yesterday, her and another person she works with a person in their community, and had to explain why they were being asked to leave. This is something that I've had to do with Pink Heart before. Someone is disruptive, someone makes someone feel unsafe, something like that. And that is really hard to do. I have not done well at that in the past. And so this woman that I know as this sweet, beautiful, smart, insightful, compassionate person is also like so strong and so willing to do hard things and so disciplined in her path of doing what's right. It's as far as princesses go, she's a badass. Gerbot says, I'm always grateful for the reminder that there are more people out there that want to hug us than hurt us. Yeah. That was great when I saw the friend this morning in the street. He's like, John Cena, he goes,
Hey, get him a hug. I was like, yes. Juan saying, I just found Stay Sparked, my podcast. I really like it. Thank you. I think there's some good content in Stay Sparked, some good conversations. I'm eager to hear any feedback. It doesn't have to be good because we don't we do it pretty casually, but we're thinking of maybe taking it more seriously. So if you say, hey, I listen to a lot of podcasts and seems like you guys should do this, or the podcast that I like do this, and I would love that impact or that feedback. Nika saying, what a full circle moment to go back to the retreat where I met Lisa. Really? And I mean, I've told the story of meeting her there. I was going to say 300 times. I haven't told it every day, but I've told it multiple times a day at certain events. So I'd say 150 times, maybe. Yeah. It's going to be very interesting, a very different experience. How interesting, Randy, that your first experiences with mindfulness were at a physical library. Wow, interesting. Nika's sharing that Lisa compliments you so well and has brought you so much balance. It's like the universe gifted you her in a way. Oh, I think that we were drawn to each other in a divinely orchestrated way. And we are absolutely in a soul healing partnership. Oh my gosh, it's already 30 minutes past. Look at us just chatting away the morning. Nika sharing also, I remember going to Pink Heart for the first time at Burning Man last year, and you were sharing such heartfelt stuff and how she was holding your hand, giving you beautiful support. Yeah. I'm a better human. I'm a better man with Lisa by my side. Although I am going to miss her while she's gone for the next few days, but that's all right. We got a lifetime. Well, thanks for being here for this Thursday. Wherever you are, let's give ourselves a hug, embracing our bodies, appreciating all the miraculous things that we get to experience through this body, through sensations and thoughts. Appreciate that we're connected. Appreciate that all the people here having their human experiences, and as we share them, we get to have this amplified understanding of what living is. Helping each other focus on the good stuff while not denying the bad stuff, just continually remembering and noticing all the good, miraculous things about being conscious at this time in this place with these people. So let's take a deep breath in and feel ourselves being squeezed and squeezing one another. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and everybody here, thank you for being here for this Hug Nation Love Morning broadcast. I love you. Enjoy the day. Happy Thursday, everybody. And check out Stay Sparked on Apple Podcast or Spotify or wherever you listen to it. And if you can't find it, let me know, because I would like to fix that as well.